everyone, Thomas here and welcome back to another video. So today I'm back here for another speed build, and today we're going to go ahead and create this Cluttered Cottage. So if you'd like to go ahead and download this for yourself, it is up in the gallery now. My origin ID is real, ThomasTV1. So I'm kind of lying again by saying this is up on the gallery because I haven't even built the home yet. So I'm kind of just doing a voiceover without looking at anything. So the reason I'm doing this way is because I am pre-recording. So from the 4th till the 18th I have my kind of final college exams coming up, so I'm kind of just wanting to get all my videos pre-recorded for that time frame so I don't have to worry about getting, you know, the videos and done and stuff once I'm already more stressed with the exams than I am now. So I'm just trying to get ahead of myself with that, and I've got a chance at the minute where everybody's out of the house, which is a great opportunity to get the voiceovers done because I hate it when people are listening in, but I haven't had the chance to actually get the build done yet, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it this way. I mean, I've done it this time a load of times before and it's never really seemed to be a huge big problem, because I can still kind of talk about other things even though there's not that much of interesting things to talk about. And also I can kind of tell you about my ideas for the build, and then you can kind of see how I kind of changed from what I was thinking about doing to what I actually did. So I've done like a lot of cottage homes recently, and that's just because I do love, you know, to do these type of things which allow me to kind of just focus on a smaller space, because I do mansion builds every single Sunday, if you don't know, on a 64x64 lot normally, and if you wanted to go ahead and check those out, then I do have a playlist up specifically for mansion builds. Anyway, so when I'm doing those, I can't really clutter up each room as much as I would a smaller home because, you know, I'll be there all day, so it's a kind of good opportunity when I'm doing these kind of smaller builds like cottages and stuff to go ahead and do cluttered stuff. Now, normally when I'm doing a cottage build, it's normally like an actual house name or something that I use because there's not really that many different themes you can sort of do. But so I'm just going to call this one literally Cluttered Cottage. So, you know, hints in the name that it's probably going to be kind of messy, I would imagine, or maybe just lots of decorations about and stuff like that. And yes, so I don't really know where I'm going to actually place a lot down though. Probably somewhere in Windenburg because it's always kind of a nice place to do that, but I'll have to see. So this should be going up at the minute. I've got it planned in for like the 15th. I mean, I don't know if that's going to happen or not because, you know, we don't know when we're getting this patch. Well, I mean, I kind of know. It'll probably be the day before Seasons comes out, which is the patch for... Actually, it might be a few days earlier than that, though, because the Game Changers Network, we're getting early access for Seasons, and we get it a few days early, so it can't be the day before Seasons comes out, so I don't know when we're getting it. Anyway, so I'm just kind of like doing some videos and just pre-recording it the right amount to, you know, fill that time up until my exams are up, but I'm not really too sure which order everything's going up in. So this one at the minute I've kind of just got next to the 15th. If you know what I mean, I actually have this kind of Google spreadsheet thing where I kind of just keep track of all my builds and videos and stuff. So I have a column for the video title, a column for the date, and then I have other columns for build ideas and then other video ideas as well. So at the minute the Cluttered Cottage is under the 15th, so I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but hopefully. And yeah, so I'm trying to think what else I wanted to mention. Well, kind of talking about Seasons. I have mentioned this in the last couple of videos, but if you have any more Seasons video or build ideas that you want me to, you know, do, then feel free to let me know. I've had so many people sending me messages with build ideas and on Twitter and stuff, which is really, really helpful. And I've kind of just been making this huge big list, which I've kind of got in front of me now. So at the minute, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. We've got 30 build ideas at the minute. Well, not all build ideas, actually some other things in there as well. But yeah, 30 ideas just using Seasons. Now, I'm not going to be able to get all of those done, like just realistically. I might, you know, spread them out over a bit of time, but those are kind of all the video ideas I got down so far with Seasons. A lot of them are my own ideas, and then of course, like I mentioned, we've got the kind of viewer suggestions as well, which have been added to this list. So if you have any more that you want to see, then feel free and I'll go ahead and add it to that list. And yes, so, and for that matter, it doesn't have to be just about seasons. You can submit any type of video idea you want at any time. I always say, though, the best place to do it is in my Twitter DM or by my email. My email address is in the description. And the reason those two places are the best is because I don't get... Oh, God, I just hit my microphone. Sorry about that. I don't get as many messages on, you know, my Twitter DMs and emails than I do comments and, you know, well, I think like Twitter replies and mentions and stuff. Couldn't think of the word there for a second. So, you know, with those, it's kind of like a chance that I might lose them. And with doing them on a Twitter DM or email, like I said, I get less of those, so it's easier to keep track of them. I mean, you can, if you really just want to, then just send it as a Twitter message, public reply sort of thing. But, you know, there's not really that high of a chance that I'm going to miss it, but, you know, the chance is there. And yeah, so I'm trying to think what else I wanted to mention. There isn't really a whole lot. It's kind of really hard for these voiceovers because, well, for two reasons. One, I don't know how long I should do the voiceover for because I don't know how long the video is going to end up being. And I do normally like to do the voiceover for the full length of the video. So, you know, it's like I never know when to kind of end it. And the other thing as well is that I'm not I normally like to talk about the build for a little bit of the video at least. So I can't even do that at all. So it's very, very difficult. But since I'm planning on making this a small cottage, I'm probably going to wrap this up in the next minute or two, just because it's normally around the 7 to 10 minute mark for like a very small cottage or something. So yeah, we'll just have to see. And yes, so when this video goes up, like I said, probably the 15th, Seasons is just around the corner. I'm so glad actually that we got Seasons now. I think I mentioned this like a couple of weeks ago in my videos, but you know how we got like, well, the thing is that we got Cats and Dogs announced back in August, and then, you know, it was released on November 10th, and it seemed like everybody's really, like, not disappointed, I would say, but just kind of a little bit frustrated in a way, that we'll have to kind of wait that long. But, you know, it kind of just went over really quickly. So if that would have happened to Seasons, I mean, of course I want it like now, but you know what I mean, I wouldn't have like minded if it would that long. But so I think it's really nice that we're getting it straight away. I mean, not straight away, but like pretty close. And it was a huge big surprise as well. I mean, there was a lot of speculation, but in terms of the announcement, it was a huge big surprise, which was nice. And yeah, so I have, like I said, so many video ideas. I'm really glad though that Seasons is coming out after my exams are finished, because I'm probably going to be doing lots of you know, content and stuff covering the pack, which, you know, probably not a good idea doing that during my exams. So I'm so glad that it's actually coming out just after it, so I don't have to kind of worry about getting content up for it and with my exams coming up and stuff. And yeah, so like I said, the 4th to 18th is the exam period, but I don't actually have exams every day. I only have 6. It's on the 4th. I can't even remember. I'm going to have to check quickly. I'm just checking my timetable here. But I know I have 6. They're all 2-hour ones though, which to be honest isn't too bad. It normally goes over pretty quickly though, when I've done these type of exams before. So the 4th, 7th, 8th, 11th, 14th and 18th. So those are the 6 dates that I've got my exams for. I'm kind of glad. Well, I mean, it just worked out this way, but I had one of my exams for one of my subjects back in January, which was great because, I mean, I have less to kind of worry about, and the exam period is much shorter. But this is kind of like my final exams at college. And in the UK, college and university are actually 2 different things. I'm not in university yet. College for us is kind of like, well, I'm doing A-levels, and basically it's the kind of the 2 years in between leaving high school and going to university, but you don't have to go to university after you finish these 2 years. It's kind of, you just get these qualifications, like I said, called A-levels, which means you can then, you know, go on to just do a job, you can go to university, and these things called like apprenticeships. I don't know if they have these in the US, or maybe you don't know the term, what's called something else. I don't know how I would describe it really. It's basically where you get like training. It's kind of like a, well, I don't even know, to be honest. It's kind of like, yeah, like a job, training and getting like your wage at the same time. So think of it like an internship, but like a long-term one, and getting paid. It's sort of like that. And yeah, so you can, with these A-levels, get a higher level apprenticeship, which is probably what I'm going to do, but I don't really know. I would rather much just do YouTube full time, but that's kind of very unrealistic at the moment. But that's kind of like the only thing that I really want to do. Like the only thing I'm really passionate about is this. So, you know, I mean, I know I can't do this as a full-time job, at least at this point in my channel. you know, development, I suppose. But, you know, I'm sure I'll find something. But once I'm finished these exams on the 18th, then I'm kind of finished forever with school and stuff, which is really weird to think about. I've been in school my whole life, and after these next 2 weeks, I'm completely finished, which is really weird to think about, and also kind of scary as well, because I'm going to have to, you know, find a job and stuff. But, you know, I'm going to maybe take, like, probably 2 months off or something like that, give myself, like, a summer break, I suppose, because I don't want to start working then and be in work for the rest of my life without, like, a quick little break in between this, like, 2 very stressful years. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this voiceover here. I really hope you enjoyed. In the comment section down below, let me know about what you thought of this build, and if you have any more ideas what you want to see next, then please let me know. Leave a like, share and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!